Hey, welcome to my channel. I wanted to make a follow-up video to my pizza oven video, which explains what I had to do to seal it. And I wondered if my oil and wax mixture, which I initially used to seal it, would work. Because I read about it, and apparently that's only going to work in places that are super dry and it never rains. I made what I thought was a reasonable mixture of wax and a little bit of cooking oil. I painted that all over the outside of the kiln, and when it rained, it was fine at first. And then I cooked in the oven or heated it up a little bit, and the wax melted and there were slight gaps in the wax. And then when it rained, it buckled. I mean, the outside of the kiln, the clay that was there buckled up and started peeling off. So I knew I had to do something else. I didn't make a video of the whole process of what I did, so I'm just going to discuss it with you today. And I just covered the whole thing with chicken wire, and any place I had to cut the wire, I would just twist it together or use a little piece of wire to connect like another piece of chicken wire to it, so I could basically cover most of the whole thing with chicken wire. It was very sloppy. It wasn't, it wasn't neat. And in some places I even tied the chicken wire on with some rope. Doesn't matter. It's a super forgiving process no matter what you think about how bad your chicken wire looks, because the weight of what you're going to put on top of that chicken wire is just going to crush it down to the outside layer. Then I used that Quikrete cement. The Quikrete cement is this lumpy, nasty looking rocks in it. You just mix it with some water and you slap it on top of that chicken wire. And it's gonna make a big horrendous mess. So do put down a drop cloth. Wash off the drop cloth every evening when you finish how much ever you get done. It took me a couple of days and it wasn't hard. It was just smacking it up there. Then after that, I mean, it was completely sealed. Water wouldn't get in and it was fine. It was just really ugly. I don't know about you, but if you're gonna have something on your back porch that maybe your friends are gonna come over, they're gonna have pizza with you, they're gonna see it, maybe you have a little more taste and you wanna make it nice. I wanted mine nice. But another coat on it of mortar mix. And now I like it well enough. Now, if that mortar mix was white, I would have liked it even better. Maybe there's something you mix into it, maybe you mix paint into it, I don't know. But anyway, gray is fine, and I'm really proud of this oven now. I just wanted to clue you in on the fact that, yeah, the straw, is this annoying that I'm rocking? The straw and clay mixture that I slapped on the outside is great, and it's fine if you have it under a roof and no one's ever gonna see it, because it's ugly. And I wanted it to be prettier. And I wanted it to be durable, and I did not want to build a roof over this thing because that's just a whole other hassle that I didn't want to get into. I had a little help, but mostly I did it by myself. I used a palette knife, rubber gloves sometimes not. And my hands are really wrecked anyway from being in clay and paint and stuff all the time, so. No surprise that I constantly have messed up looking hands. Yeah, and water. I mean, you just need water and mix it up and slap it on there and kind of shape it with that palette knife. And really, anybody can do it. We had a couple of pizza parties, and part of the interior edge, let me show you where. Right here on the interior rim, some of this started to break away. So I just started, like, before people got here for the next party, I just started slapping some more of that mortar mix on here, and it worked fine. It's just fine.
I'm looking for a brownie consistency. A little bit like a brownie. Holds a line. That's good. This is a good mix right here.
In conclusion, 3 pizza parties. Everything got cooked out here. And, oh, one more tip. Check this out. This thing just, oh my God, the chair's falling. This chair is falling apart. I have to get out of it. Hang on. So I guess these free chairs from the curb are finally falling apart. Okay, so what you need to know about firing up your pizza oven is you're going to build a fire inside of it, and you're going to let that fire rage for 1 hour if you have a super sturdy, thick oven like mine, which is about 5 to 6 inches deep in material on the walls, or you have a skinnier one, you may need to fire it for 2 hours. You may need to have a fire in it, I mean, for 2 hours before you remove the fire in order to cook the pizza, or even move the fire to the side, which some people do when they're making bread. What we do is you leave the fire burning until you're ready to get your pizzas in. So your pizzas are already made, sauce is on top, cheese is on top, sausage, yes, everything's done on your pizza. Okay, I put it on a pan because I just think it's easier to put 2 pizzas on a pan, slide it in, slide it to the side, put 2 more pizzas on another pan, slide it in, put it on the other side. So all your pizzas are ready, okay? You've got a fire in there. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put the cap on the chimney and you're gonna shut your door. It's gonna turn off the flames and let it sit there for a minute or two, just burning up all the oxygen that is inside the oven. Everything in there should be coals at that point. Then you get a big metal bucket. Metal so that it doesn't go on fire. Be sensible, people. Open your door, take your tool that you're going to use for removing the coals and scrape it into that bucket, and then pour water into the bucket with the coals. Turn off those coals. Unless you're saving them for 20 minutes later, do put out your bucket with water though. I don't want to hear any stories of people's properties burning down because they were stupid and didn't take care of fire properly. So don't tell me any stories. So then you've got your coals out, then you take your mop and just a cotton fiber mop, you wet it, you put it in there and you wipe out the floor. Just get the rest of the ashes off the floor. Then you can put your bread or pizza or whatever directly on the floor if you want to. If you have a pizza peel, which is one of those tools that you put the pizza on, slide the pizza in and take the tool out. The same tool is used to also remove the pizza from the oven. So if you have one of those, then you can put the pizza right on the floor. I don't have one of those yet, so pizzas are staying on the pan. Breads, however, I have cooked right on the floor. And I put my own pizza on the floor right near the door when I wanted to just crisp up the bottom a little more. I'm super picky about how I like my pizza. The first time we fired up the oven, our pizzas were done in 4 minutes. The second time, it took more like 20 minutes because we had let the fire burn down to coals before we took the coals out and put the stuff in. So yeah, it needs to stay at raging flame fire and right up until a few minutes before you're going to put the pizzas in. So that's all finesse, that's all learning and doing it on your own. You will get it figured out. Nobody builds a wicked fire in this thing like I do. I'm not particularly good at building fires, but I happen to have done the first fire and everything went great. And that's about it. We love this thing, but after 3 weekends in a row of having pizza, we were ready for a weekend off. So no parties last weekend and none planned for this weekend either. But I do plan to invite more of my friends for pizzas as the summer rolls on. Eventually though, it's gonna get way too hot to want to stand in front of this thing, and then it'll be a fall thing again. If you want to help me with my videos, please give me a thumbs up. That helps my channel get more attention, and all the thumbs up are great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, and I hope you're having a great day. I forgot what the other thing you say is. Oh, have you ever had wood-fired pizza? Let me know in the comments. Have you? And did you love it? It's my favorite.
So, really old sticks.
Thank you.